recommend amafakafaka, G-string, or those sandals. I'm gonna put a picture up here, guys. Anything can happen. People can step on you, tumble on your feet, you know. Rather have the Yeezy type of slides. I'm a Feezy from Mr. Price. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Sihle Similane, and I know I didn't say welcome to Sihle's 2 cents because today we're not going to be talking about my 2 cents reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between auditions and casting. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, to tell your friends, to tell everybody around them that she's back. Thank you so much for your continued support so far. I truly am humbled and I appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into this. I'm gonna explain to you the difference between open auditions and like closed castings, you know, because that's where I have been so far since I started this journey. So for those of you who don't know, I am, do I call it an actress or an aspiring actress? Please let me know down in the comments below. But basically I am a person in the entertainment field who wants to entertain you guys like I am now on YouTube. Yeah, but to be honest, I have recently just graduated, so I've done things during my time in varsity, you know, in terms of auditioning and castings, but I am here to get my big break. So first I'm going to tell you that I have an agent. So an agent is basically a middleman. I'll put the description somewhere here in the dictionary what an agent is. An agent is a middleman between the production house and the intended artist or actor or actress, like whatever you want. So the agent will basically get information from production house that, hey, I'm looking for this type of person or these type of people. Agent will send them pictures based off the pictures that you either took with your agent's photographer or anything of that sort, or ones you took privately, and they send those pictures and they're like, okay, cool, we want to see 10 out of the 20 that you've sent to us, and out of the 10 you guys go, and then out of the 10 they decide, depending on what they want, whether they take 1 or 2. The difference between open casting or open auditions rather, because okay, so there's a difference between an audition and a casting. An audition has to do with stage or film. A casting is more in tune with TV commercials, like anything that is advert related or commercial based, right? So I've been to 2 auditions which were both stage, but technically 1 and I will explain throughout the video why I only consider the 1. And then so far I've been to 5 castings, but this year alone with my agent I've been to 2 castings, so that's like TV commercial based. So yeah, just to put it out there, that's the difference. So I'll be talking about the 2 differences. Number 1 is time management. I remember a wonderful lady in my first year called Heidi Molenza said to me, and it stuck with me for the rest of my life, that if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're fired. I think that is the biggest quote, and it's better than time is money. So with regards to time management, please time your things out properly. I mean, like, if you say I'm availing myself for this specific thing, please be there. Time management with closed casting. So with closed casting, like, they will tell you it's from 11 to 2 o'clock, depending on, they normally have the different age ranges that they want. Your agent will send you a brief of, so for those of you who don't know, a brief is a breakdown basically of what is needed from you as the potential cast, right? So the brief will write, okay, this is what we want to happen, this is what we want to do, and it will tell you the brand that the brief is for. And typically so far they tell you the type of style that they're looking for. So with that, the timing is flexible, but I do want it to be noted, if they say it finishes at 2, they finish at 2. You can't get there at 1 minute past 10. Oh my gosh, I'm so late. They don't care, babe. They really don't care. Like, imagine if they've seen different age ranges from like 7 o'clock in the morning and you're coming at 2 o'clock. Keep in mind your age group has been there from 11. They may have found their person and you could have been part, but take them and yourself seriously. But most of all, you are there to represent your agent at the end of the day and the agency. So your time management needs to be of a caliber of what and which agent you are signed to, you know. So time management with your open auditions. Guys, do you know trauma? So I'm gonna go back to the story of why I say I've technically only been to one open audition. So there was an audition, I think 2019. I was in the trick, you know, was vibes, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, mom, there's a Sapphire Town audition, can I go? I skipped school, my German matric. I skipped school. We went all the way to Transbeck. We got to Transbeck. Hey, but nah. I woke up at around 5 a.m. that day. Okay, cool. We got there. Registrations opened. Registered myself. How? Okay. Guasha. 10 o'clock. 11. 12. What? And the queue is not moving. There's almost close to 4,000 people at this point, right? And I'm number 1,000 and something. Cool. The queue's not moving. The same people keep going in and out, in and out. We're asking ourselves, what's going on? It hit 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm like to my mom, bro, let's just go home. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, we're tired, we're hungry. I'm not gonna audition. It's not gonna happen. If they say come back tomorrow, which I think that's what they were planning to do, we're not gonna be able to waste that much petrol and money. And I have school. There's no time for this, so let's go. So that doesn't count. Time management with the one I actually went to. Guys, just get there before time. Like, before time, rather wait and be annoyed than get there and be confused and actually don't audition. So this audition was set out for 10 o'clock. Very recent, and I ended up only auditioning at like 3 o'clock, my G. 3 o'clock. I got there at 9 o'clock. No, I got there at 8:30. So I woke up around 5, you know, to prepare, to do all the necessary things I have to do. And when I left, there were still people going. They were going. So there was a whole commotion going on. So just know, if you're going to an open audition, get there early, waste your time and just sit, because that's just the industry you would have chose. Moving on to point number 2, registration. So registration with closed casting is typically you go, there's a form you have to fill out. They provide you with a pen. You fill out the form. It tells you, okay, what's your agent? Are you available for the shoot date? Like, all the works, you know. And you must know your height, your weight, your shoe size, your chest, your hips, yeah, and I think your width, something like that. I'll put a screenshot. Please, even if you Google on the spot, because I had an experience where I was Googling on the spot because I didn't have 2 out of everything that was needed, but everything else I've always had. And make sure you have it on your phone. Number 2, your agent's number on your phone. If you leave your phone, put it here, my dear. my brother, my sister, zonke bonke fala. As a belief, you don't want that mistake of it being blank, right? And know the production house you are wanting to be casted for. Ne? Thanks, sharp. Your open auditions, similar chat, it depends, because so with the open one I went to, apparently there were people that were sent by their agents as well, and some were, you know, us, the ones who just got lucky, baba. So just be on the lookout, be on the vibes and stuff. But you should have all of these things as well. I would say take your own pen, because just take your own pen to be on the safe side. But same information applies, just minus the agent, also which production or stage play rather you are auditioning for. And also sometimes they ask your skills if it's stage, especially like what can you do besides the acting, or besides the dancing, or besides the singing. Like, so just keep that in mind with stage. Cool. Point number 3, friendships. So I'm a very, very, very like shy. You know, I don't speak unless spoken to. I like to think I'm introverted, but people in my life beg to differ. However, shy, I am extremely shy. So friendships, in terms of the close castings, you will sit there, get on your phone, do whatever you need to do and go home. You know, like, there is obviously some nervousness that exists, but there's no pressure. There are people who talk to each other, who see each other, like, you know, during these castings. But typically when I've been there, I've made 0 friends. I've talked to nobody. I've not seen anyone from it. Oh, strangely enough, recently I saw one of the guys I saw in the previous casting as well, but because we hadn't like spoken, I'm very good with faces, so we hadn't spoken, but I recognized him and stuff. But yeah, it was the first time actually that had ever happened. Previous times, literally different people the whole time, you know. So in terms of your open auditions, it's fairly easy to make friends, because everyone's friendly. And I also think, okay, and let me not say I think, I don't know if location plays a role, you know, because people will say people from location A, whatever you want it to be, are friendly, and people from location B are a bit, you know, I see they're not the friendliest of people. So for me, like, I think that may have played a little part in it. But regardless, I think with open auditions, for me personally, the audition I went to was very easy. I met a good friend. Her name is Tabitha. Shout out to her. Great girl, amazing. Love her to bits. Wish her nothing but the best in life. You know, I met really great people, and we just connected, and we were flowing, and the energy was vibing. So we're able to also calm each other down and encourage each other. That brings me to point number 4, finances. Guys, now finances, I don't know why I'm saying whew like that. It's gonna cost in a way, you know. I've had the double spectrum, you know, where I've had to use public transportation on end to get to the specific place, and then I've been grateful enough to have like someone actually drop me off with a car. Just be prepared with
why would you spend so much money?
Finances.
Not even gonna get it. How did
it's not easy, you know. You can spend so much money and still not get it, but like, I don't even want to say begezela, because like, be resilient, persevere. If you're committing to the cause, commit to it. There can be a lot of background noise, like, it's just how the game works. Like, we are not fortunate enough to have safety in this industry and the journey we've chosen to take. So you either risk it all or lose it all. Honestly, just have that in mind. Obviously, your finances, you should be prepared, because Point number 5, guys, is when you're told, I will be 1,000% honest. When you're told, also the finances, they go hand in hand, because with both open auditions and closed castings, closed castings, all the times I've ever been told by my agent, right, a day or two before. Not once was I ever told a week before. Like, literally the most they'll give you is like 3 days before, right? With open, since I've only been to one, I had maybe a 5-6 day grace period, so it was sort of easier to maneuver, because also with that you have to prepare your monologue or a song or a dance move, so you need grace. But with closed castings, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit hectic because now you're jumping. I've once gotten one same day, guys, and I was at school and I was like, hey, I got a dib, but this is varsity, so I had enough time to balance everything. But I literally left and I went to it, and I remember taking a friend of mine with me just to accompany me, even that, with closed, you can take someone with you because it's usually fast. Like, you don't spend more than an hour there unless you get there early, right? And let's say for example, your casting time to audition is for 12 o'clock, you get there 10 o'clock. Obviously you're gonna wait if there's a group before you, if you're not the first group. But if you're the first group, literally before us, the other one I went to was literally 1 minute 30 seconds and I was done. But back to point number 6 is clothing. I'm gonna touch with open auditions first. Guys, you can't go to a stage audition in a jean. In varsity we don't listen, or in high school we don't listen. But the older you get, the more you realize, man, it's one thing if you're doing something else. Open auditions, guys, stage, they can ask you to do splits right now. Whether or not you can, that's not the problem. Do splits. You want to do splits in a jean, you're there for the entire day. You've cancelled your whole plans. You're in jeans when you're comfortable. 2, I also don't think I highly recommend amafaka G-string or those sandals. I'm gonna put a picture up here, guys. Anything can happen. People can step on you, tumble on your feet. Rather have the Yeezy type of slides, amafizi from Mr. Price or something, because tackies work too. Just make sure you wear socks in case they ask you to take your shoes off. I've never experienced that, but just wear leggings, at most wear sweatpants or like biker shorts or tights. Just wear something that is breathable. Do not wear a jegging. Don't wear anything jean or a chino, like wiranga jeanie. Sorry, like, I just don't get it. Now, why would you wear a jean? With closed castings, like I said in the beginning, that normally within the brief they tell you what attire you should come in. So if they say come in a jean, come in a jean. Don't come there trying to be fancy and anything. I personally think that's not gonna make you stand out. Fit the brief, live your best life, and just move on with your life. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to me about my rant. I do hope you enjoyed this and you got an insight, because this is my experience so far. And also, low-key feel like it's not talked about enough. I'm enjoying this journey with you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support. please kindly do let me know if you would love a part 2, because there are some other points, or if you feel like there are points that I missed and you'd like for me to elaborate on, I would certainly do that. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on my social media platforms: Instagram at LIL_Bambino_, on TikTok it's Sipesihle S Similane. So I will see you in the next episode of Sihle's T Cents. Love you.